Greetings, Goddess Body Mind Spirit community. This is Goddess Guru Tyrone Milade, here to share a word of inspiration with you on your path to self realization and self mastery. Today is February the 20th, to 2020. Wow. Hope all is well with you. Hope that everything is unfolding in a beautiful, harmonious, and lovely way for you. So yeah, welcome. Thank you all for being here. Y'all know what I'm going to say. Please like, share, please comment. I love to get your feedback, so please comment. And also know that I will be hosting a Working with the Goddess webinar focusing first on Oshun, the Goddess Oshun, February the 27th. You can go to my website, Goddess Body Mind Spirit, and sign up to get all the information so that you can attend the webinar. So, yeah, I'm going to talk about Oshun. Yes. And how do we work with Oshun, especially within our own selves? Y'all, it's not enough to know about Oshun. Oshun is like, look, I'm tired of y'all talking about me. I want y'all to be about it. I want you to be about the Oshun moves. Okay. So these are things that I want to begin to make sure I share with you all this year, hyper focusing on the goddess. So yeah, I have been pondering yin and yang energy because I'm realizing I'm in a new phase. I have in the past operated in a very yang way. I mean, wow. When we talk yin, in case you don't know what yin is cool, quiet, feminine, and a lot of times when we're thinking yin, it's nighttime energy. Okay, you could think of yin being the moon, and then there's yang. Yang energy, yang, however you want to say it. I say yang is hot. It's fiery, expansive, masculine. You can relate it to the sun. Okay, so um I am all about understanding what cycle we're in. Once you know what cycle you're in and you're working with that cycle, you will get the best results ever. And so I wanted to just share a little bit about what's going on with me regarding the yin energy that I'm experiencing right now. So, several years back, I experienced what is called in astrology a Neptune transit. Neptune is, think of the ocean. It's watery, it's cool, it dissolves whatever it's close to or wherever it is. It makes the boundaries go away. It creates a fog. And so at the time, I did not know I was experiencing a Neptune transit, but basically I felt like my life was coming apart. That's what Neptune is about, just like Pisces. It's all about self undoing. And so I had problems with memory, I had problems with energy. When I tell you that Neptune transit wrecked my life, wow. Had I known what was going on, I would have done something about it. Because I'll tell you this, I am a fitness instructor. And I've always been an energetic person. People describe me as energetic. I am known as the Energizer Bunny. My dad, when I was a little girl, his nickname for me was BB for busybody. So, I didn't, like I said, I didn't know. And so my thing was, what is wrong? Why do I not have any energy? I'm drinking energy drinks. I'm doing everything I can. Well, once I began to study astrology and realize what was going on, that's when I began to realize, oh my goodness, I have another Neptune transit coming. And so I have been planning for this Neptune transit since I realized that it was coming last year this time. So I've actually been a little terrified because that transit really did deplete me so much. But I came to realize and accept, and have come to realize and accept, that I was not operating with the transit. Of course, I didn't know I was having one. So I was continuing to operate like yang energy that I'm used to, hot, fiery. People would even say they didn't notice that my energy was low because, teaching fitness and dance, it's like you have to really bring yourself, you have to have a lot of energy. And so I would deliver, but I always ended up feeling like an empty shell of a person. So realizing this is no time for yang. As much as I want to be yang, as much as I want to still be that instructor that is considered to be hardcore, you know, killer, hot, fiery, just on fleek. As much, oh my God, as I want to be that instructor, the more I have come to realize and accept this Neptune transit is it's in a takeover mode right now. I have just said, I like gentle workouts. A lot of times in this culture, gentle is looked at as weak. But I have found the more gentle I am with myself, the better I feel, the better results I get whenever it comes to my health. Slowing down the things that I do in terms of working out, not being so yang, but being yin is actually bringing me more peace. It's actually, we can't be yang all the time, even though we might be born with a lot of fire. There will come a time when we have to be more yin. And then they're the ones who are yin all the time. They're just chill, they're just mellow. But the energy that is there is fiery, it's action. You have to make that change. You have to make that transition. And it actually goes back to know thyself. But when you know yourself, it's not, oh, I know the day I was born, I'm a Pisces sun. I mean, that's it. I'm going to live this Pisces out. No, just because we have come in with a blueprint that is predominantly, let's say, yang, doesn't mean that at some point we can't realize that in this moment of self-realization, yang, it does not work for me. I am yin, and I must honor the yin phase. And I think yin is harder to accept because we live in such a yang society. We live in a society that is about get up, go, be aggressive. And if you're not chill, I mean, if you're chill and you're just sort of going with the flow, and you're just sort of like, well, I'm not doing all of that. It's sort of like you're looked at as weak. So I just encourage you, understand, what cycle are you in? It could be as simple as yin, yang. Okay. Are you in a yin phase or are you in a yang phase? So let me tell y'all some of the things I've done. I just had to come to terms with the fact that I actually was getting to a point where I hate teaching. I just felt like I wanted to quit teaching dance and fitness altogether. And it's because I feel so depleted. Well, here recently, I have switched from teaching more yang type of classes, which bar is not super yang, but it definitely can be rough. I mean, maybe it's just the way I teach it. I don't know, but people struggle in bar. It's not necessarily a punk class, is what I tell people. But it was definitely more yin than some of the other workouts I have been doing that were definitely a little more, doing burpees and jacks and just go, 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 high intensity interval training. for instance, which can be a little more yenish, but it's not. It's just not. And So yeah, I had switched the bar, but I just got to a point where I was like, I just don't feel right doing bar. I don't feel right teaching bar. And I don't want to have to feel pressure to teach hardcore. So I started going and working out in the water. Water aerobics was like one of my I just love water aerobics. um, After I had my second son, it was just really a salvation. Actually, learned how to teach water aerobics during the time that I first started my initiation into Yemonja, and sort of left it for the more yang, Zumba, African dance, eventually bar. So I'm going back to not only just working out in the water, but teaching water because it's so much easier as an instructor to teach water. So those are two things that I'm doing and accepting. Another thing I'm doing is accepting that I love eccentrics. There's a workout I do called eccentrics. I would say I would put eccentrics in the category of yoga. It's not yoga, but I would put it in that category in terms of what it does for you or what it can do for you. It's super gentle. And I just noticed it tones down my nervous system because I feel like the yang energy that I've been caught up in short circuited me. And so now I need something more gentle, not just for my body, but for my mind, my spirit, my emotions. I've noticed I've started doing more energy work on myself, um, tapping, meditation, just totally allow myself to just be like calm. The Neptune transit starts soon. And so working more with children. I picked up a kids class with that Neptune transit. To me, working with children is way more yin than yang. At least the children I work with teaching dance too. So yeah, these are things that I have done and I am going to continue to allow myself, just feeling more intuitive, allowing myself to be more open to hearing from spirit, um, drinking more water, um, maybe even eating more soups, um, just chill. It's like chill. So I hope that this will be helpful to you in realizing there's power in yin and there's power in yang. And it is important for you to honor the cycle that you are in. Even if you can't completely transform everything in your life, we can slowly but surely begin to take steps to be more yin, if that's what we need to be, or more yang. Just to kind of give some examples of being more yang. And I sort of mentioned them, but yin is more receptive and yang is going to be a little more aggressive. And so for instance, if you're very yin and there's something that you want to manifest, well, you're going to have to use yang energy to take some action steps to get it. I would say this year is a year where there's times when we'll feel a little yang just because it's so much Capricorn energy, which is about doing. Actually, Taurus energy, which can be a little yin, but Uranus is in Taurus. And it's just sort of amplifying this earth energy, which is about manifesting. Well, manifesting is not happening without action. Okay. And a lot of this action requires sustained energy where you're just like um, doing this thing day in and day out. Okay. So this is an example of when when you're more yin and you need to be more yang. At some point, you must move. You must take action on the things that you say that you want. Okay. So if you yang, here's another yang. What I would say is more of a yang move. Speak up for yourself. You know, it's yin is probably going to be a little more interested in listening, and because it's receptive. But at some point, you've got to clear your throat chakra and you've got to speak up for yourself. And you can even sort of tell the difference in as I speak yin versus yang. Now that I'm talking about yin, I'm like, you've got to speak up. You know, it's like you just feel this difference. And because otherwise you will have problems actually manifesting or releasing things that you need to release, being more forward and direct. I can tell you, as somebody who rolls yang a lot of times, it makes me crazy when people don't all the time tell me what's on their mind, even though I know sometimes whatever they say, I may not like it. I would prefer to know really what's going on than to try to guess or to actually not know. Yin people, come on. If you're too yin, speak up. Okay, speak up. If you're too yang, pull back. Listen. Yang, we need to open our ears and listen. Yin, we need to pull ourselves back and be alone. If you need more yang, you need to be out there mixing and mingling and connecting with people. Okay. All righty. So thank you all so much. I hope that this is helpful to you. I wonder, is Oshun yin or she yang? What do you say about the goddess Oshun? Please sign up for the Working with the Goddess webinar where we'll be talking about Oshun. That is February the 27th at 7 o'clock Central Time. Here's my microphone. So yeah, I would love to have you join me, and so that we can talk about Oshun, and yeah, so that we can talk about Oshun. Also, I have a membership site. It is at my website. Also, I would love to have you join me in the membership site. There, I share courses, I share readings that I do not post publicly. And I would love to have you. If you have ever said you want me to mentor you, then yeah, the membership site is definitely for you. So you can find out more about that at my website, goddessbodymindspirit.com. If you need a reading, goddessbodymindspirit.com. Hey, are you in a yin phase? Are you in a yang phase? Are you too yin? Are you too yang? Comment below. Let me know. I'm so interested to know. All right. Thank you all so much. Take care and see you in the next video. Peace.